Well, hello there. This is Saul. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today is September 20th, and we're going to be taking on not Dr. Terror. What am I talking about? We're going to be taking on Hammerman. And as you can see, I have my battle-tested circle bass loaded. Usually I have my the two prototypes that I'm liking the best right now. I have the Hotpot level 3, the Damage Amplifier level 3. I think overall that gives me the best balance of obtaining intel for my task force and helping me beat Hammerman. I think I have beaten him 3 times already, all stages, especially when you have no ice. And talking about my task force, task force has 4 spots open. So if you're interested in joining up, send a message. That's the information. I'm going to leave it there for a second. But we take on, depending on our intel, we take anywhere from Stronghold, Choke Point, or Curtain Call. So if you're up to the challenge and you meet the minimum entry requirements, and you produce at least 20 intel per week, you're welcome in. Just send us a message and just say that you saw us on YouTube, and we'll get you in right away. All right, so without further ado, let's get on the first defense. So here we go. You can see I have 2 sides of the base. A lot of people think that beating Hammerman is all about brute force, and if you're high level and you have ice, and yes, you front load your base and you destroy them as they come out. For many of us mortals which don't carry ice, then we have to resort to strategy. And in this case, the strategy is divide and conquer. You want to control the timing and the flow at which your troops get to your defenses, so that when you are attacking, your troops can focus on a smaller set of units rather than focusing on a big horde that's spread. Rocket launchers are more effective if troops are concentrated rather than spread. So if you have a mass horde of riflemen, the rocket launchers are not going to be that effective. And as you saw, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. But as you saw, I usually have those 2 buildings at the beginning, like here and there. And that's meant to divide the forces and group them up, so that when they go through the minefields, mines do as much damage as you can. So you see, stage 1 is already done. It's just pretty easy. If you do manage to split the troops like I did, I would say put cannons first, and then your splash damage defenses, so that they can hit the tanks, and then you can focus on the other troops. I haven't changed my base. One thing is, like if I were to repeat this battle, if I were to be defeated, that sniper tower that got GBE, you would have to move it out of the classic, because you want to minimize the collateral damage of any building by Hammerman CBE. So here you see the effectiveness of grouping them first and then letting them walk through the mines. Obviously, the boosted up defenses with the damage. I don't have good eyes, but the damage amped defenses are awesome. And here you see the Hotpot for the first time taking some fire and just melting those walls. I have no chance. You get all the mortars, the chalk, just all targeting them at the same time. And at this stage, it's over. They're done. The damage amped rocket launcher just eat tanks super easily. I mean, a few salvos of all 3 at the same time, and they're done. Speeding this up, and you'll see this right side going more into effect on the later stages. I guess I could skip this, but just for sake of completion, I'm going to show it. Alright, here we go. Stage 2 is down. So this I think it's the first 5 stages I beat without having to modify my base. So I set up my base like you saw and just went to it. Alright, here, even though I knew it was grenadiers, whenever I see grenadiers, and if it's a later stage that I know I cannot beat easily, what I tend to do is I remove the buildings on the front so that the grenadiers do not target my mines. You see, I lost a few mines there. They're still effective. They still took a bunch of the rifle mines out. See, and this is where, if I were to redo this again, I would put the cannons more in the front instead of having the machine guns, because that way the cannons can take those those tanks quicker. And then my rocket launchers, once they destroy, they can target the grenadiers. And I wasn't focusing on that corner, but there was a big horde of riflemen coming on the right, and they'll just start right down. Yeah, this stage is already over too. So, I wanted to mention the average level of my defenses is 13.3. That's out of 18. Like if you get a max base with max level defenses, your average defense level is 18. So my average defensive level is 13.3. And there is going to be more information in the description of how I came up to that number. But essentially, I'm 73.9% of max in terms of defensive buildings, including all the mines, chalk mines, boom mines, and regular mines. So here we are on stage 4, I believe. And again, in this case, if I were to repeat those buildings that get GB at the beginning, they need to be destroyed. And here you see again the mines in action destroying those warriors. I have no chance. I group them first. And whenever you see medics, it's really important you try to divide your troops and provide so that they get damage early, like right now. Because that way they're going to be running back and forth, reducing their efficiency, reducing the chances of them healing stuff, and increasing the chances of me or my defenses killing those medics. See, so right now they're divided in two, which is good. They're reducing the efficiency, but there's no chance. Now, flamethrowers are coming into effect, hot pot is coming into effect, troops are melting, it's just pandemonium right now. They don't know what's going on, they just go and get melted. It's a hot pot is freaking awesome. I love this defense. So now the tanks are targeting them, but it's too late. Tanks move up, and then the boosted cannons just take them out. Now the medics are the only ones left on this side, and they're just going to keep dying because they're going to be healing themselves. There's nothing else to heal. There's nothing else to heal that's closer. Now that last one's moving to the right to try to heal the tank, but they're going to be taken by my defenses. And now, let's just speed this up. This is a matter of finishing those last 4 tanks. Alright, so stage is done. Let's go to stage 5. Alright, this one was Scorchers, infantry troops, and then I think it was a lot of tanks after this. Not completely sure. So here we go, you see, grouping the units first makes it so that the mines are super effective. All those riflemen are already gone. That first wave of riflemen is already gone. They haven't even touched my regular defenses. It's just the mine field, which is good. And now you get the Scorcher with almost 3/4, 32% of his health gone just by weapon launchers. Hot pot is coming into effect, just melting things. Now the hot pot, all the defenses in front are gone. Scorcher is gone. Now the hot pot is going to start melting. It's taking fire. It's taking fire. But it's going to take a few more troops down. All the riflemen are gone. Almost all. Yeah. And of course the hot pot took 2-3 tanks, and then you get all the cannons just melting the rest of the tanks. The stage was pretty easy with the setup that I have, obviously. Again, if I would have to do this again, Chopper would be in the same spot. And I would alternate a machine with a flamethrower and a cannon so that I could take those, call it the tanks faster. Alright, let's put this up. Alright, stage 5 is done. So let's go to stage 6. Alright, let's take on stage 6 of Hammerman. He starts stacking with a bunch of riflemen at the beginning and medics. Then he lands some heavies with backed up by grenadiers, and then more grenadiers with the Scorcher, with riflemen on the third wave. It's pretty intense, but I managed a combination that worked. So I tried, if I'm not mistaken, 6 times to get it just right. My circle base was not making it. So for this one, I decided to go front heavy. And here you will see essentially that I have my hot pot boosted with the damage amp on the front, just in the area where all the riflemen are gonna land. And then on the left side of the beach, I have a bunch of cannons and boom cannons and sniper towers to get rid of a wave of heavies and grenadiers that are gonna come on the left. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's see how it performs. So you can see he lands first, the rifleman. He chocks my hot pot, which I did it on purpose because I wanted all those troops to come close and then just get wrecked. But the most important point, I wanted the riflemen to get close so that after the riflemen were gone, the medics were gone too. Now without medics, the stage becomes a lot easier. And you can see how that hot pot just melts the riflemen. I mean, this is just insane. The shock launcher doing some work, rifleman and the rocket launcher, and here you see the wave of heavies, and it's also strategically placed so half of the heavies go towards the hot pot and the other half go to the other flamethrower, thus dividing the troops, because before all those heavies were overwhelming my hot pot, and I wanted my hot pot to last as long as I could. And it did, because now the grenadiers landed and they get blasted by the flames of the hot pot. And then after this, it's over. Hammerman has no chance. 2 shocks, and then those riflemen die. Couple that with the rocket launchers, and the troops just melted. You saw that Scorcher. Even though the boom cannons are not boosted, it just exploded. Not even 15 seconds after it landed. So yeah, this is how I defeated the stage 6 of Hammerman. Was not easy, but no ice, damage amplifier, and a hot pot. And I'll catch you on stage 7. All right, so after trying 17 times, finally got Hammerman stage 7 down. I have to say, this one, the system cheated me. After the replay ended, it showed that I won, but when I went out to try to record the replay, it says that I had lost. So I had to. Actually, it wasn't that one. Which one was it? Yeah, this one. It says that I had won, and then I had to repeat it. Game was cheating me. But anyways, here it is. On stage 7, he sends 1 Scorcher, 360 riflemen, 9 tanks, 60 Zukas, 12 medics, and 40 warriors in 5 different waves. So let's see what I did and how did my base held up. Remember, there's no ice, just a damage amp and a hot pot. So you see, again, I went for a front-loaded base, my circle base. I managed to get up to the 5th wave, but the 5th wave was too strong for my defenses. I was left still standing, so I went with a front-loaded base. Again, you can see I have the defenses on the right to split. The first wave is tanks, so I sort of went for a split. So here we go. Let's see how it ended up. Maybe if you want to see it, let's see. I'll pause it for a second so you guys can see it. All right, here we go. You see the first wave, he sends a bunch of tanks. riflemen, scorchers, and tanks. And you can see now the purpose of that right side is to sort of split a little bit of the tanks to take the heat out of my cannons and boom cannons so that they can take them out slowly. You can see it worked. Now the shock launcher also was placed there so that it would take care of the tanks. And then the hot pot, most of the squishy troops, they're being landed on the extreme left. So the hot pot is doing a great job right there. It's not allowing the enemy troops to get close to it, melting those troops. You see the tanks are almost all out, but not completely. There's still 3. And those 3 are gonna last till the end of the match. So I'm gonna give you that spoiler. Now here's the last wave. Warriors are getting melted. Riflemen, and this is over, ladies and gentlemen. Last set of medics out. There's just one. Still have 1 boom cannon. I think it took 1 last shot. It killed it. It's gonna kill that last rifleman. Not rifleman, medic. And then it's just a matter for my rocket launchers to finish that last tank. And the game is over. I gotta say, it was not expensive. It was not easy. Like I said, 19 times. So that's 1.9 million that I wasted, but my coffers were overflowing with gold, so I didn't mind it. So guys, this is it. You can beat Hammerman without ice. Just a damage amplifier and a hot pot. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share a word with your friends. Again, remember, my task force is looking for members, so if you're interested, send us a message. I'm gonna post the info again, just in case. And I would leave it with this. Take care, and Sol is checking out.